take a look at this Demoniacal Fit trump card. Power that even gods fear. So this is Super Saiyan Blue Vegito from the Goku Black arc. This is pretty much a clone of the San Diego Comic-Con release that came out. And if you skipped out on this guy or missed out on this guy like me, let's see if this is a better alternative for you guys to finally add it to your collection. So I know that the San Diego Comic-Con is going for upwards of hundreds, almost 200 maybe, I'm not sure. But this guy, you can find him on Treasure Toys wholesale store. He's only $49. So Demoniacal Fit always has good prices. And they're probably the closest thing to official release from Bandai that you could get. So this is a really nice box. For those of you box art or box collectors out there, even though mine's pretty banged up, but you have some nice pictures on the back. Really big box, so it's hard to fit it all into the frame, but silhouette of him on the side, huge open window, as you were able to see the figure in that window. So a lot of accessories here. It comes with 2 clamshells, and in these clamshells you have the powering up effect that looks super dope. And then all these accessories are pretty much with the rest of the Vegitos that are 2.0 that have been coming out with. So you get the Keyblade, crossed arms, several different hands and faces, and then this Ki Blast effect, which also looks dope. So we'll start off with this Ki Blast effect. This is probably one of the main reasons why you'd want to get this version of Vegito. And I actually think that this one is different than Bandai's release. I think Bandai's release was all blue. I don't know, because I never got it. I ended up passing on it because, I mean, it was expensive, and I didn't think that that price point was worth what this figure looked like. So I'm not a big fan of the shinier figures that come out, and those are usually like the exclusives, like the San Diego Comic-Con, New York, and SDCC, or whatever they're called. They're all exclusive, so for some reason they've been coming out shiny. But this effect piece does look super dope nonetheless, and I think that $49, like I mentioned before, from Demoniacal Fit, just looking at this alone, I think that's worth it. So this looks super dope. This captures Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and his aura, and I just think that looks super sick. And like I mentioned before, I think the other one is mostly blue, but this one has like the silver in it, so it makes it really pop. The next thing that is different, I believe, is this Ki Blast effect. And again, I think this is super dope. Like, it has a little bit of silver airbrush on top with the transparent blue, and then the yellow lightning. I always like these Ki Blast effects, the ones that have the electric coming out and things like that. So I think this looks super dope. And again, just with these 2 accessories alone, may be worth picking this guy up. And for the rest of the accessories that this guy comes with is your usual stuff. We have several set of hands here. He has the open palm hands. He has a hand that he can grasp his arm with. A few Ki Blast hands in here. He has the instant transmission fingers. And then he has the Keyblade hand that you attach to the actual Keyblade. And then more so maybe like a taunting hand. And then also the faces. There's several different faces here, the same that 2.0 Vegitos come with. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of these faces now. I mean, we've came a long way from these faces, and they just don't look the best. And we'll see what this guy looks like with the third-party head sculpts that we have came out with recently. So this is TK, and then this is HM Studios. So we'll put them on him later on in the video to see if the skin tones match. So for the next accessory is the crossed arms, and this is another one that you can pull apart, but good accessory to have. It has the shiny finish on the gloves as well, and then just this different color skin tone for the arms. And then for the last accessory here is the Keyblade. And again, what we're accustomed to that come with the 2.0 Vegitos is, I mean, this is pretty much a repaint to make it an exclusive release. So finally, the figure. Let's see if this guy is worth picking up, since he's a fraction of the price now. And we'll just keep one of these heads out right here so we can swap one of the faces out. So back to 2.0. It's kind of hard to like this guy when a lot of the 3.0s have been coming out, but we'll go over this figure as if it's a brand new figure. So 2.0 mold with the same 2.0 faces, and these are the ones that split apart, and we'll put this other one on there just like that. The bang also comes out, so it's one of those deals when you're articulating them, the face is gonna fall off. So that face fell off and I do not know where it went. So looking at the figure up close, he's got the shiny finish with the lighter orange here. This is the skin tone paint in here to match this different color skin tone in his arms. The paint on the face, I don't know, it looks like a person with makeup on, so that doesn't look the best, but again, this skin tone is a little bit different, so they did the best they could do to match that. The gloves got the shiny bluish, kind of like I don't know, it looks like shiny pearly blue in there on top of the white, so that looks pretty nice. Even the belt is shiny with the light blue. It's got like the metallic shimmer on there. And then the pants are all the metallic or the shiny paint going all the way down to the boots again, and it's that the pearly bluish silverish finish. So it's a nice paint job, a really nice paint job. There's no shading in the figure at all. It's all pretty much this there goes the face again. These faces are, oh my gosh, it's so annoying to have it split like that. But no shading in the figure. It's pretty much portraying an exclusive version. All the Tamashii Nation's exclusive had just been coming out shiny, so Demoniacal Fit just following them up and giving us collectors a better price. So articulation for this guy is definitely going to be the same as what we're used to. These guys move up and down. This figure, it feels really loose, like the double jointed elbows are really loose. The wrist pegs are loose as well, but at least they're not splitting. And I mean, it goes back on, it stays on, but that's a little flimsy and it's sticking out a little far. The bicep swivel's good. All this stuff is your normal stuff, like nice and smooth. Waist area there, you get a lot of motion in his upper body. The ab crunch is going to be the same. So it's pretty much the same exact 2.0 Vegeta that we're used to, just with the exclusive paint on there, just in case you missed out on this guy and you want to pick him up like me. And this toe hinge though is kind of stuck. Can't get this toe hinge to work. There you go. Sometimes you gotta like pop that thing because the paint, but I say that this is a overall solid figure. If you missed out or if you skipped this guy and you want to add him to your shelf now, the price is $49 from Treasure Wholesale Toys. I believe that's the name, but I'll leave a link in the comment below. So as far as the look of this guy, I think he looks super dope, minus the head. So if I had to give a rating, I would say like maybe man, it's a 2.0 now, so maybe we're going to like a 6, 7 out of 10. And this head is like horrible. The face plates look really nasty, if I had to be honest. The articulation is going back to the old 2.0 mold here, so this feels all flimsy and loose. Like for us collectors now that we're all shifting into 3.0, like, you know, we would definitely prefer a 3.0, or it could be all preference at the end of the day. Leave a comment below on what you think about 2.0 to 3.0 conversions. So the overall look, maybe 6 to 7 out of 10. Articulation, it's pretty smooth. You could get a lot of good looks out of this guy, so maybe a 8 out of 10 for articulation. You could do some things, so I say it's a good figure. We'll go ahead and see if these head sculpts look good or if they fit on this guy. So here's the HM head sculpt, if you guys were able to pick this up. And the skin tone doesn't look that bad. And just by swapping out a head sculpt, you could kind of make this figure look a whole lot better. So I'd probably have him on my shelf with this HM sculpt. If you guys have this guy, but the skin tones, they look pretty good. You can't even tell. It is slightly different, but you won't be able to tell when it's on your shelf for sure. And then next you have the TK DIY head sculpt. And this bad boy sharp. Damn. Poking my fingers, but the skin tones again are not too far off. So I'm not even sure why they made this guy like he's like super sickly pale color, and then you get some nice blood flowing back into his face here, but you can get away with that. I think it still looks good with these two head sculpts to choose from. It's definitely a lot better than this head sculpt. So if you want to get this guy, I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you feel like this video was helpful, you can go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to keep an eye out for my next videos to come, go ahead and subscribe. Until then, thank you for watching.